Hello, and welcome my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless true love timeline reading. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons. Mal for short. I'm not bad, it's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch and Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace. There is a link in the description box. If you would like to click that, you can preview it for free and check out the table of contents, and you will see that it is broken down into chakra chapters mostly. There are chakras in this reading. If you're new, it might be helpful. But the Kindle version, it's clean, it's pristine, but it's not quite as visually stunning as the original PDF that we have available over on patreon.com/drawing the circle. They gave us a shop, a lot of digital stuff over there for purchase. You don't even got to be a subscriber to get those. Some of my subscribers get those ebooks, those PDFs as part of their benefit package, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. Benefit number one, they get a daily check-in with me when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning, where we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications of said astrological weather, always ending with a meditation, a prayer, a little blessing, something to send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living, and today is the first day of Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and I'm a Virgo, so yeah, it really sets me up. It's been a busy day so far. The second benefit that they get is all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, past, present, and future. And the third benefit they get is an extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling, and readings. Just had a client today, it was wonderful, and I love it. Patreon is the coolest thing I've ever done, let alone the best decision for my career ever. We have 2 7-day free trials available for Seeker and Human. If you would like to check us out for a week, you're more than welcome to, but everyone who's done a 7-day free trial has ended up staying a subscriber. Why? Because I'm good at what I do, I'm the fun one, and we're doing some amazing stuff over there, so click the link, check it out if you want to find out a little bit more, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal. Hey, Virgs, Virgo power, cross your legs. That is our gang sign, our well, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus gang sign, whatever. And let's do some explanation for the new Virgos and crosswatchers, and then we'll get to the divination. Jump ahead if you've already heard it. Let's get into this. What is a true love timeline? The true love timeline is your hero's journey, your healing journey, your awakening path, your spiritual evolution, whatever you want to call it, through your relationships in your life. Let's face it, that's how a lot of our lessons are served to us, through the relationships in our life. We're doing a simple 7-card, what's called a simple timeline, past, present, and future. 7 cards. We're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon tarot for the heart, throat, third eye, crown, the internal feminine energy, whatever we want to call it. On the inside, the stuff that people can't see unless we tell them, Virgos, and how often do we do that? Then we're going to get 3 mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakras, looking at ourselves from the outside in, and possibly us from the inside out, looking at different relationships in the physical world, including our relationship to ourselves, who we want to be in the world. And then we will end it with a Mac-Con healing mantra, which is really good for the crosswatchers. Crosswatchers are welcome on my channel, and I'll tell you why. It's an opportunity for you to get some sympathy, some empathy, some understanding and insight for us Virgos. And if you're going to do the healing mantra, you can do it for yourself. You will heal, but you will also be helping the Virgo you are cross-watching for do the same, to make the most loving, wise, empowered decisions. That's how we stay in the true love timeline, right? The truth of the third eye, the love of the heart, true love, but it's choice by choice, decision by decision, the best that we can on this hero's journey. This is also a way of looking at, it's a companion reading for the Path of True Love reads with extendeds. They're juggernauts. They're really long and very detailed because I am a Virgo. So yeah, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs like every other reading on YouTube. General reading. You got a private reading, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But certainly I find great joy in doing this because I am here to be an embodiment of true love, as are we all. And this is just another way of getting some clues, tips, and hints about that process. I think that's enough explanation for now. So let's get up in this gig. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise you, I will do the best that I can to help anybody navigate the true love timeline, making the wisest, most loving, most empowered choices and decisions that we can make, because as one of us moves forward on the path, all of us move forward in the true love timeline, because that's just how the quantum works, apparently. Please don't make me do math. But let's get up in this gig. The shift from the explanation to divination happens in the still point. It's my favorite thing, aside from Patreon, maybe. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, what a day. Still point. Goddesses override. Using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, I call upon my goddesses of Earth, the sign of Virgo, the powers of the North. Please, beloved goddesses of mutable, beautiful, mutable Earth, where has the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and our cross-watchers been on the path of true love? Internal, yin-ternal, feminine energy, goddess energy, heart, third eye, crown dynamic. That's where we've been. We're doing these face down. Where are we now on in the true love timeline? And where are we headed if we make the wisest, most loving, most empowered choices and decisions that we can? For this reading, we're going to get 3 mythic tarot face down, and then we'll flip them over past, present, and future. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. God's override. As I call upon my gods of Earth, the sign of Virgo, powers of the North, please, beloved gods of beautiful, mutable Earth, where has the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and our cross-watchers been on the path of true love, lower 3 chakra dynamic relationships in the world? Where are we now? Point of power is always in the present moment. Thank you, Louise. Hey. And where are we headed if we make the most loving, wise, empowered choices and decisions we can on the path of true love? Let's look. Where have we been? Well, we're starting off with 2 major arcana cards on the inner. Temperance. When I get a major arcana card in a chakra read like this, where it's one zone, it's usually all of them together functioning as a unit. So temperance, right? We always have the 2 of Cups, it seems, in the temperance card here, but temperance sounds good, but it's about patience, it's about balance, it's about healing. And since you're on YouTube anyway, put into the search field tempering metal, right? What they do to temper metal, right? They heat it up to like white hot and then they douse it in oil to make it unbreakable. Tempered steel, right? A good example. So in the past, there's definitely been some healing work going on here. Some balancing. It took time, it took patience, and you know, Virgos, we can be relatively patient. And on the outer, we've got the Strength card, Heracles, the Greek name for Hercules here, with the Nemean lion, and he got a good garment out of it, as well as, you know, one of them labors out of 12 done. So the strength seems to be here, both on the inner and the outer. Again, tempering metal makes it stronger, right? Goes through a lot. The tempering process, like think tempering eggs, right? You slowly add the warm to the cold so that the eggs don't curdle, tempering chocolate, and I like to cook. So we are looking at definitely a need to take on the strength to become stronger, courage, right? With the lion there, courage, from the French word for the heart. And I would say, again, all three chakras, that there must have been a really, really, really challenging situation here with these two cards in the past to get you to us, I should say, to where we are now. I relate to that. Well, how lovely. Where we are right now on the inner Six of Pentacles, success under handicap. So, you know, we may not be speeding along, but we're moving forward. This is a Paralympics race here. Everybody who's in the race is a winner. But the key word here is success. That's what's written on here. So, you know, we ran the race. We got here, particularly with that Strength card on the outer and the Temperance on the inner. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo card. All the knights are the mutable signs in the zodiac, mutable earth, Virgo. So, you know, we're slow and steady wins the race, or actually beehives in the background of this card. And beehives are not created overnight, right? It is a slow and steady process, and one honeybee makes it less than like a teaspoon of honey in its whole lifespan, right? So it's a lot of work has got us here, but we're not necessarily rushing forward because the success is on the inner. You know how detail-oriented we can be. We don't want to, particularly, well, if you're watching this at the time when I am doing this, Mercury just went retrograde in Virgo. Did I mention it? Yeah, it's been that kind of day already. We just signed a contract for a house up in Saratoga yesterday. I was like, yes, got it done in time. Wow, okay, where are we headed? A reversal. The Hanged Man, in this case the Hanged Woman. It is a voluntary surrender, heart, throat, third eye, crown. Now, surrender to what? Often called sacrifice, but the key word of the root, I should say, of the word sacrifice is sacred, right? So I always think of Odin, right, plucking out an eye, hanging upside down for 9 days on the world tree Yggdrasil, gave his eye literally to the Norns, right, the essentially the Fates, for the runes and other cash and prizes. So this is probably about seeing things completely differently. Let's be grammatically correct. We're dealing with Virgos here because maybe we weren't seeing things so clearly. Maybe we believed something was going to go a certain way, and we've been building up for it. I mean, this is very much a Virgo read here, particularly with the Page of Pentacles. Now, I don't associate the pages with zodiacal signs as a rule because they are messages that could come in any physical form when we're talking about the element of earth. Holding the Ace of Pentacles there, the page, this is either coming from us or coming to us in a general read. And of course the Knight of Pentacles is holding the Ace of Pentacles as well. I think we have an Earth dominant here, right? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So 3 major Arcana cards and 3 Earth cards. I think we're well on our way. Now, just looking at this, I'm going to say this may be very simple, but simple need not imply easy, says A Course in Miracles. And yeah, right, love yourself. Okay, right, it's work. It is work, but it feels like the work that was done here is bringing us to a new place, right? A new opportunity, a new message comes in here that is going to change what we thought was going to happen, right? We're going to have to surrender the way we see things here, because this could be something really, really wonderful. Is this romantic? In a general read, certainly could be, but the internal stuff I think is really clearly about being a Virgo 6th house dynamic, occupation, and health, because what you're occupied with affects your health, and your health affects what you're occupied with. Occupation isn't all about what you do for a living. Just, you know, there are many meanings to that word. I tell my people on Patreon, look up the original meanings of words, because words twist and change over time, right? So, let's get our last card down. Card number 7, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra from the Ascended Masters of True Love. There are a lot of them, by the way, because it's not all about romance, true love, right? True love, like my mom and I have a lot of true love for each other. We've been through hell together, right? Just made us stronger. But it ain't much of a hero's journey without challenges, right? Changes, demons, dragons, vampires, and villains. And please, I've dated enough. I think I've dated all of them. So let's see what our mantra is for this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of True Love, on behalf of us Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our cross-watchers, beloved ones, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful message in the form of a MatCon healing mantra to help us navigate the true love timeline, to make the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest versions of ourselves come forth, making the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions on the true love timeline. Greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. This is the one about get enough sleep and eat right and exercise. It's not everybody's favorite mantra, but you got to admit, give it to a Virgo, we can make it work. Make it work. Make it work, designers. Greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. Now, I'm getting ready to pack and move over the next 2 months, so this one will come in handy. In general, when wellness is welcomed, you are taking responsibility for the upkeep and preservation of your body as your sacred vessel of spiritual growth. Makes sense with all the element of earth going on here, and again, coming from a place of balance with success, and then a surrender, a reversal of some kind that actually feels pretty good. In balance, you may come to see how endless wanting only creates more things to want. When operating from patterns of instant gratification isn't fast enough. Carrie Fisher, Postcards from the Edge. You are likely chasing after happiness that is out of reach as your body remains out of balance. This is resolved by learning to care for the body physically, emotionally, energetically, and nutritionally. As your life comes into greater balance, you will likely sense true happiness, not as the end result of specific outcomes, but as the energy created by taking time out to truly care for yourself. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, if you're going to be spiritual, you have to be, vegetarian. Well, I'm a classic mesomorph, frog body, right? Hunter-gatherer. I need animal protein, but I do take 2 or 3 days out of the week, and I go vegetarian, right? To kind of move that stuff through. So be wary of plans, right? The plans that you read, that you hear, you see it online or whatever. It's all a journey. And for where we are right now, I think this is really addressing where we are right now to really take care of the body, not just nutritionally, right? But, the emotions that we feel here, but we are moving forward. It may not be immediately apparent on the outside if things are going slow and steady wins the race, but we will win this race. And whatever this is that comes in, it could be a total surprise, not like the Tower card, but that thing of, oh, that's what that was. Like, oh, that's what that dream meant. Or, oh, there you are, right? A message comes in. And it's not that our world gets turned upside down. Maybe we already were upside down. And this turns us right side up. So let's put this together in a blessamation, a blessing and a summation all together. And then we'll talk about cool stuff if you want to hang around, Patreon and readings and spiritual counseling and all of that. Please take a nice deep breath. I am in a good mood today. Let's go with it. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for us Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers, may we be blessed with all that we need to make the wisest, most loving, empowered decisions in the true love timeline, because we are coming from a place of balance and temperance, and that balance there in greeting wellness is certainly apparent because we did garner some strength. We're in a situation that called for courage to be the hero, Heracles, the god of heroes, doing our 12 labors, and we are usually good at doing our job, ain't we? And because where we are right now is we have found balance, and balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles and success. Some internal race we were running or goal we were trying to meet. We met, we're not all the way at the 10, but with the Virgo card, the Knight of Pentacles there, kind of plodding along, doing what we got to do, keeping a steady pace. The Knight of Pentacles walks. It doesn't trot, canter, or gallop, but that, of course, would bring us to a whole new way of seeing things, maybe having to give up a way of thinking and feeling about a particular situation because maybe we were wrong about something. I know, how could it be? As this Page of Pentacles, this message comes in and clarifies things for us so that we can greet more wellness in our lives, finding the balance that is the key to a life of infinite miracles. And may we be blessed with all that we need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to make the most loving, wise, empowered decisions in our own personal lives, because we are the common denominator in all of our relationships. As we heal and shift into a true love timeline, we see more true love in our lives. So may true love conquer all. May true love heal all wounds. May true love break all curses, ancestral, past life, and otherwise, for our well-being, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. You got to admit, it's a very Virgo read, right? Oh, give me a handful of salted cashews, please. I come from a rather health-oriented family. So if you liked the reading, if it helped, hit the thumbs up. If you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe, comment as you feel it. All of that stuff shifts the algorithm on YouTube so that other people can find the reading, Virgos and Cross-Watchers. But on Patreon, it is the land of no algorithms, which is why I love it so much, right? Everything on any of my levels of subscription. We've got Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess is the top tier. They get everything available, but all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me. Just read one of my patrons earlier today. It was a really good read, too. And there is a shop now. You don't even need to be a subscriber. You can follow us. I do post public content as well for non-subscribers, but the store is there. You can do that. They keep giving us cooler stuff to do. And now we're on Spotify. My podcasts are on Spotify through Patreon. It's just the coolest thing ever. So click the link, check it out. Come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal, Virgo Power, cross your legs. And certainly, if you would like to book me for a private session, spiritual counseling, or a reading, there's a video in the description box booking private sessions with Mal. We'll explain everything for you. It's about 11 minutes. I have a lot of fun in it. My mom likes the video, and I say over and over and over again, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there is a way. I'm a witch, so we can work it out. We will find a way. And honestly, I love being a Virgo. I got 4 planets, second house. I'm Leo rising, right? So I love my Virgos. Let's face it, we are the servants of the zodiac. It looks like we're getting some self-service here, and maybe let's see what comes in with that Page of Pentacles. So thank you so much for watching. Wishing you the very best and the very, very blessed of the true love timeline, my beloved virgins. Virgo power, cross your legs, heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.